Have you ever discovered your therapist was dating your mom during a session? I didn't want to go to therapy, like at all. But after I got caught stealing energy drinks from the Shell station down the street, my mom dragged me to this office that smelled like vanilla candles and sadness. She said it was either 6 weeks of therapy or summer school. Easy choice. The therapist's name was Jason. He was probably 40, wore these hipster glasses, and had that whole I'm not like other adults vibe going on. First session, he actually told me about the time he got arrested for graffiti when he was 17. I thought, okay, this guy gets it. For the first few weeks, it was actually pretty cool. Jason would ask about school, friends, whatever. He didn't lecture me or give me the whole you're throwing your life away speech. He just listened and shared his own screw-ups. Made me feel less like a total failure. But then things got weird. He started bringing up my mom constantly. Your mom really loves you, you know. She's been through a lot too. Maybe you should cut her some slack. It felt less like therapy and more like he was trying to convince me my mom was some kind of saint. I told him about how I sometimes ditched school to hang out with my friends Kyle and Trevor behind the old Wendy's. We'd smoke cigarettes and complain about teachers. Normal teenage stuff. Jason nodded and said he understood feeling trapped by school rules. The next morning my mom cornered me in the kitchen while I was eating cereal. So you've been skipping school to smoke behind Wendy's with Kyle and Trevor? She used my exact words. The exact spot I mentioned. Even the part about complaining about teachers. I was furious. Did Jason tell you that? She got all defensive. Honey, I'm worried about you. If you're being honest with me. But I hadn't told her anything. I confronted Jason the next session. He swore up and down he never said anything to my mom. Suggested maybe I had mentioned it and forgotten. Gaslighted me basically. That's when I started paying attention. Every private thing I shared with Jason somehow made its way back to my mom within days. My thoughts about maybe dropping out. My crush on this girl Emma from chemistry class. Even stupid stuff like how I thought our neighbor's dog was annoying. 2 weeks later, I needed to use my mom's laptop for a history report. She was at work and mine was broken. Her email was still open when I clicked on Chrome. That's when I saw them. Weekly reports from Jason to my mom with subject lines like Elias session summary and your son's progress update. I clicked on the most recent one. My stomach dropped. Hi Linda. Elias opened up about his anger toward authority figures this week. He specifically mentioned feeling like you don't trust him, which I believe stems from guilt about his recent behavior. I think he's testing boundaries to see if you'll abandon him like his father did. Recommend staying firm, but supportive. I scrolled up. There were dozens of emails going back to my first session. Every single thing I had shared in confidence was laid out in bullet points. My fears, my embarrassing moments, my private thoughts about wanting to live with my older brother instead. But the email that made me want to throw up was from 3 weeks ago. I think Elias is subconsciously sabotaging your chances at happiness. He sees you trying to move on and is acting out to keep you focused on his problems instead of your own healing journey. Move on? What the hell did that mean? I kept reading. Jason's emails got more personal. You deserve to be happy, Linda. Don't let guilt about Elias prevent you from living your life. Maybe we should discuss this more over dinner again. Again? My hands were shaking. I screenshot everything and sent it to my own email. Then I heard my mom's car in the driveway. I acted normal for 2 weeks. Went to therapy, smiled, shared fake problems with Jason while mentally planning his destruction. I researched therapist ethics online, found out about something called dual relationships and breach of confidentiality. The morning I was supposed to go to my next session, I called in sick to school and hid in my room. Around noon, I heard voices downstairs. My mom was supposed to be at work. I crept to the top of the stairs and saw Jason coming out of my mom's bedroom. He was putting on his shirt. She was in her bathrobe, laughing at something he said. They were dating. My therapist was sleeping with my mom and using my therapy sessions to help him manipulate her. I didn't go back to therapy. Instead, I printed out every email and took them to the school counselor. She looked horrified and immediately called someone at the state licensing board. Jason lost his license within a month.